Hey everybody, welcome to Manna Made Simple. Today we find us some fish. Yes, and we're going to be using the banana blossoms. So I've heard, hey, they're pretty good, so I had to try them out. So here's some of our ingredients that we are using today. Alright, so to get that fish flavor, I'm using Old Bay's, the Kelp, the Dulse, you just name it, and I got a little bit of salt in there too. And all that's going to help give us that flavor. And then here are the banana blossoms. You can find them in your oriental stores or your specialty stores. And this is what they look like when you open the can. Now they're very fragile, so you have to be really, really careful. Some pieces came apart and all, but they're very delicate, so you'll see. So check that out. So we'll talk a little bit more about the history in a moment. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and season it up. Alright, and I'm going to start by sprinkling our Old Bay seasoning. You can't go wrong with Old Bay. I mean, Old Bay has been around forever. You know, it's just a good seafood seasoning. Alright, so you just got to have it in your kitchen if you love seafood like that. So you sprinkle it with that, and then I'm going to use some of the Dulse. Alright, and it has that fishy smell, and you just want to make sure that you season it really, really well. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the kelp. I like this kelp, okay, because it has the cayenne pepper with it also. And for those who don't know, kelp comes from the ocean, so you definitely have that seafood flavor. And of course, our Himalayan salt. We gotta have our Himalayan salt. Himalayan is good. It has a lot of good trace minerals in it that's good for us. So I try to really keep that in my kitchen, try to do it up. I've already turned it over and I'm seasoning the other side. All right, making sure that we get some good flavor in there. When it comes to cooking, you all, that's what it's all about. It's about layering your dish with the flavors, with herbs and fresh ingredients. That's what I try to do. So there you go. It's all seasoning up, and also let it rest. That's it. Now I'm getting ready to make my batter, but first I want to make some buttermilk. So I take my almond nut milk, and then I take some lemon juice. I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze the lemon and all the lemon juice into my almond milk. And what I'm going to do is just let it sit for a moment and let it curdle before I go ahead and mix the rest of my ingredients in there. And that's how you get that buttermilk, the buttermilk. And so now that the buttermilk, it's curdled. So now I'm going to go ahead and get my batter together. So here I have some flour. And then I'm adding lemon pepper. I love adding lemon pepper to my batter mix. Thanks to Miss Wortham from Deja. Yeah, that was one of her little secret ingredients, so I always love adding that because it just brings a nice flavor to the dish. Okay, so we're just gonna put that to the side. We'll go ahead and put that to the side, and then next, this is our fish fry. Yes, the Louisiana fish fry. And you know, sometimes I make up my own batters, but sometimes you just don't feel like doing all of that. So, and my baby brother, who knows how to fry fish really, really well, he used to try to keep it secret till I found out what he used. All right. And so thanks, Keith. So here we go. We dipping it into the batter, and then we're putting it into the flour mixture, the cornmeal mixture, and we'll just sit them to the side until we get them all battered up and floured up. Okay, these things, like I said before, they're very, very fragile, so you just want to be really, really careful with them, you know. So just go ahead and dip them in the batter, and then put them in your flour mixture, and I just sit mine to the side until I get them all done up. See what it looks like? Looks like fish, right? Yeah, you're gonna be really surprised. Okay, so they're all battered up. Next, and as you can see, how some of the pieces, you know, they came apart, or if they wasn't apart, that's how they were in the can. But I got a little trick for that I'm gonna still make it all in one piece. So our oil is good and hot. All right, you know, so they're ready. So we're gonna go ahead and carefully put it in there. The pan, be very careful, don't let it splash on you. And then we'll go ahead and put it in there, and then basically you're gonna just let it cook for about 3 to 5 minutes, and go until it's golden brown. And then, you know, you'll turn it over after a moment. But I tell you, these banana blossoms, like I was saying, there's something different. We're not used to them at all. But after doing a little bit of research on them, I found out that they are very common in the Southeast Asian cuisine. And then, I mean, it's interesting that where they're located. Okay, so they are like a tear-shaped, maroon, or sometimes purple. And they hang at the end of banana clusters. Wow, I never paid attention to them. I grew up in Miami. We have banana trees. We grow banana trees. But I never noticed the banana blossom flower. Isn't that interesting? And also, you know, you could eat them several different kind of ways. You could eat them raw or cooked, put them in salads or curry or soup. Isn't that awesome? I just love it. If you are trying to become more healthy and looking for meat alternative, this is it. You could do a lot with it. So, here we go. This is the result of banana blossoms fried as fish. But let's see how it's going to taste. Look at that texture. It looks flaky. But let's taste. Oh wow. Oh yeah. This is it. All right. Great. Enjoy.